Hey, I want to show you the weight you can save and bulk by breaking everything down into smaller little bags. There's 3 ounces. So, a couple things. So I took foot powder out. Some of these I added a little bit of bulk. You'll see like my soap is in a container. You know, a lot of the liquids. So I've got a liquid soap, a sunscreen. In my hygiene little kit there, I'm actually keeping my camo paint in there as well. You know, more liquid stuff that may burst individually. All the little flakes I took out of the container and put those, and that saved me quite a bit. You know, overall we were talking 3 ounces, but you know, this is just my hygiene kit. Couple things that I don't want water to get to. Couple ways of just organizing things a little bit better. I did put my straight razor in here along with some dental tools, second skin, canker aid, some eye drops. You know, more liquid stuff. So, you know, maybe overall I haven't saved you know, 3 ounces because I've added some weight, but I tried putting a couple of these bags on there, and they don't even really register. So I'd probably have to get quite a few bags on there. You know, so this is kind of what I've chosen, is to have some bog balm for some first aid, petroleum. I do have some healing lotion type stuff with some chapstick. That was second skin, canker aid, and you know, your eyes are sort of important, so that little guy doesn't weigh much. The soaps. This was a little small bamboo towel that unfolds, and the biggest thing is the big thing of medicated foot powder. Straight razor, of course. Bigger liquid soap just helps out. Toothbrush. Your sunscreen, and then I do have the camouflage paint in there, and then a small micro towel. That was sort of the hygiene kit that I put together. So there's some of the bulk that I've saved. Now this hygiene kit, even putting it in a 1 gallon Ziploc, you can see comes in at 1 pound, 12 ounces, almost 13 ounces. So that's just under 2 pounds. That's pretty heavy. That's not including the actual little sack I'll put it in. So, you know, we may want to revisit some of these items. There is the glass jar of the new skin in there. Not only is it a heavy liquid, but it's also a glass jar. I do have a tin can of the bag balm. There's a huge thing of liquid soap. Well, not huge, but a big thing of liquid soap with the Donners. You know, there's some more bulk and some more weight that I could save, but I think for the choices of the items I've picked, I think it works. So for right now, we're going to leave that as it is. All right, in the nylon bag here, it's 1 pound and 15 ounces on the nose, which is 1 ounce shy of 2 pounds. So we will leave that for right now. Alright, we're going to take another look here. Before we had this pile of bulk that we'd reduced down. And now we're going to take out non-essential items, essentially. You don't need healing lotion necessarily. Chapstick and the healing lotion can be replaced by the bag balm, right? This stuff was just sort of comfort items. These are throat lozenges, Listerine. I think they're both. There's a chloroseptic for sore throats. Not necessary, right? Coconut compression towel. I have a reusable microfiber towel, right? Literally weighs, grams. And I'll show you some of these weights on here. Dental tools. Not necessary. Okay. Nice to have, but not necessary. And we talked about liquid bandage here, where, you know, it's replacing thousands of bandage, right? Well, if you have antiseptic, bag balm, and duct tape, which won't be in this kit, or bandana, you've got a pretty good salve for wounds. This thing is not going to handle major wounds anyway. It's just sort of for nicks and cuts, etc. In your kit, you'll probably have some sterile water. So there's your Visine. And canker sore, again, just sort of an oral number. It's just more of a luxury item. The other thing you might be surprised that I took out is the sunblock. Although I'm a very, fair-skinned gentleman, sunblock isn't 100% necessary because I'm carrying these guys. Main ingredient in here is it's a thickener, but it also uses the sunblock is titanium dioxide. That's a main ingredient in a lot of sunblocks. So with that, a couple other things. Went with a satchel of baking soda, and this is set to grams. It's 21 grams, compared to 28. But look at the bulk I'm saving. Slightly less bulky. Baking soda is extremely multi-purpose. I could use it if I run out of foot powder. I can use it for baking. I can use it for a lot of different things besides toothpaste, but that'll be the main reason I'll carry the satchel. I actually believe I could get a lot more, brushings out. These are little travel size, and you can tell these aren't full. These aren't like the ones you get. These are just meant to get you by. So even though the container is large, I don't believe there's that much toothpaste in there. Beyond the fact that I keep getting comments about don't use mainline, toothpaste because of all the sugars and sucralose and all that crap in there. And on that, that's not a huge concern because if you're looking to live through, the next day in a bug out situation, not dying 40 years later because of some weird cancer you got because you're, having baking soda or sucralose in your toothpaste. This is just I haven't labeled it yet, sorry. This is a satchel of, it's a granulated soap. So if you wanted to get rid of the bulk and the weight, but I'll show you, even this super concentrated Donner's, 78 grams. This one little satchel, again, I think this one's, 21, same as the baking soda. Even if I had 2 of those, that would only be 40. So you're cutting down a tremendous amount of bulk and weight. So I'm going to put this all together here and we're going to weigh it. The other thing I did add in here is, to give an example, a bug repellent is something you're going to want. There's 155 grams. So instead of using a bug repellent, bring a head net. There's 31 grams. So I saved 121 grams. Just so you ounce guys will know that, oops, sorry, I hit 0. In ounces, that's 1 ounce. I did weigh this without the stuff sack. The stuff sack itself weighed 6 grams. I didn't register under ounces, so really I wouldn't be saving that much on there. So we're going to put this all together and see what it weighs now. Alright, we're just over a pound. And if you remember before, we were almost to 2 pounds. So we shaved off bulk by changing out vessels, right? And items that weren't multi-purpose or were duplicates or were luxury items we took out. That gets our kit down to a pound. That's another pound of ammo, that's another pound of food, that's another pound of anything that you could replace. If you wanted to replace it with nothing, then you're a pound lighter and you can move faster and be that much more efficient. But that's kind of where this little demonstration was going. To get your brain wrapped around using multi-purpose items, And yeah, we're going to continue on. There's a few bug out items that I did not get to before the end of the series before I had a personal move of location. And so we're going to dive into a few things that we didn't get to. Stay tuned.